The challenge with our curriculum is that it is not a curriculum that has been made for the people and by the people. The curriculum comes from international bodies, private companies that have a last say on what the curriculum must look like, depending or based on what they need as a working force. So the education system as we see today, it only prepares people to be a labor force because the companies and the government only want education to support the system that already exists. Hence why the education system is not relevant to the issues that are happening in ECAS. Because that education cannot help those kids be wise enough to...
What I wanna be while you stacking up on that beat. I'm not free if I can't walk around the Kasi without fail pop nigga robbing me. I'm not free. Yo, yo. To be black, to love the top. Young, black and gifted. Priorities have shifted. Got to get uplifted. Young, black and gifted. Priorities have shifted. Don't ever get it twisted. Young, black and gifted. Don't get it twisted. Magama mnyama. Priorities are shifted. Yeah, yeah.
Molweni emakhaya. Igama ngusicelo kamthanda. Hoyi kantanzi. Dedeza usakhela umzimkhulu. Kunene kwelizwe undima. Apha kwaza intro. The second season episode number 1. Sibuya ke sisaphethe lo mcimbi education yiyo ephuhlisa isizwe. Batsho abanye xa bethetha, abanye bathi is the key to success. Bayibeke ke ngendlela. Siphethe lo mcimbi ke sizama ukohlula okanye ke kwalaselwe ifruits zezi zinto zithi xa zisohlulwa kuthiwe i-informal education kuphinde kuthiwa i-formal education. Sizawuthethela kanye kuloo ndawo.
The challenge with our curriculum is that it is not a curriculum that has been made for the people and by the people. The curriculum comes from international bodies, private companies that have a last say on what the curriculum must look like, depending or based on what they need as a working force. So the education system as we see today, it only prepares people to be a labor force because the companies and the government only want education to support the system that already exists. Hence why the education system is not relevant to the issues that are happening in ECAS. Because that education cannot help those kids be wise enough to resolve their own problems of poverty, lack of participation in the economy, and many other things you can think about. Why? Because the education they are getting at school is not relevant for the needs of the society. It is only relevant for a business world or one to go and work in a Department of Education, for example, or one to be hired. But when we say we've got problems, because we've got crime, we've got drug abuse, we've got women abuse, and all these things that are social ills, the education system is unable, therefore, to respond and build a better citizen than the citizens that were built by the very same education system. So in my last words, when I talk about the education system has produced the teachers that exist today, we know that. The education system has produced the police that are there today. The education system, we can also say it has produced the prostitutes that are there, the criminals. You see, the corn stars have been produced by the very same education system. The fact that they did not graduate, it doesn't mean that they were not educated. So the whole system, the whole education system is messed up to such a point that it cannot help you be able, after grade 12, to make a living for yourself. So the question is, what were you doing for 12 years at school? If you are unable to participate in the economy, what skill do you have? You see, so the education, it needs to be looked at in an eye that says, what are our challenges, first and foremost, as a society? What qualifications do we need in order to resolve these challenges in our own society? And then we should, for example, you go to Walter Sisulu University. It is a university situated in the Eastern Cape, but it does not have agriculture as a subject. being taught inside Walter University. Something that these people can go out and use in order to build the economy of rural areas and the gas. You see, there is no mechatronics. You only have mechanical engineering. There's no mechatronics or mechanical, electrical. There's no mechatronics. You know, you only get mechatronics in NMU.
I-purpose ke ye-education yintoni? Masiye kuthi lena thina siyibonayo kuqala. I-purpose, then if ever kukho le nto kuthiwa if ever ufumana i-problem funeka uqala uyi-identify i-problem uyive uba yile nto then uzokwazi ufumana i-solution. Then we can say ukuthi i-education system inje kanti si-understand what was its purpose from the beginning qala.
Education.
Le education ikhoyo.
Kaloku le education ikhoyo ngoku isicacile i-purpose yayo because iyazimanifesta was to destroy us psychologically and
Uyayazi uba yenziwe njani yona qala isukele phi mama kuze ibe khona.
I-education system.
Yes. Qala kuze kubekho kuthiwa kuzothiwa ku-institution kuze qala kubekho i-curriculum kuze qala kubekho firstly qala isukele phi
isukele emali for so where the first institution university was.
Isusele ku-practices.
No.
Isusele on what people do. Education was developed through what people are doing.
Good. For what?
For survival and
For
development.
survival and development. It was the first one. It was the first initiative at that particular time. Then you can go to developments as Zenzayo. It changed. Then we cannot
Change ngubani
Is it education that is helping the ones being educated? Like something as simple as food security. Food security. How many people can actually plant food for themselves now that there is whatever that we have? The shortage of food now, like umuntu uba unikwe imali yabantwana ngurhulumente isibonelelo even itswele itapile uzithenga eshop kodwa nomhlaba. Like there are things that used to happen is about self-preservation, is about self-sustenance and whatnot. And once about education iqhutya pha
Umzekelo mna brother, I don't want to lie to you. If singake sijonga abantwana abazalwe from 2000 ukuza maneno. Singafana sibablame abantwana sithi bakwade bathini. But abantwana they are not. They are very clever. I-system yabo nje because abantwana they always want to know why. Uthando zathi into ethile ithe. Yebona ne? Meaning that is what is needed. That's what we need in order to build i-South African ngcono. Yebo ezi zinto sifike kuthiwa zinjena. Sikhe siziquestion into yoba how did they come about to be like this? Yebona ne? Can't we manage into yoba ezinye ii-clause ezikhoyo ku-constitution zethu sizikwazi uba sizi-amendwe because for ukusuta i-future yethu going forward.
Because there is a problem with our schooling system. You know, what is the role of the education system today? I'm telling you straight on, it is just to create labor force. Nothing else.
To prepare us.
Nothing.
To be
And in
servants.
the process of creating labor force, there must be rejects that cannot fit within the system. Those rejects. For example, how many kids write for grade 12 examination a year?
A lot.
Close to 1 million point something.
It's
How
1
many
million
spaces are there in
1.7.
institutions of how many
It's
spaces are there
estimation.
in institutions of higher learning? Spaces for first year students. Less than 700,000. So if that 1.7 million bonke bayapasa ngophi, where are they going to go? You see, that
So
is
those are the rejects.
the rejects. So those who have failed are not failing because they don't have the intellectual capacity. They are failing because firstly the most dominant reason for failure is that the schools don't have funding. You know, are not funded enough to have all the material to make the kids understand what is being taught. You see, there are no labs. There are no.
There's a lot of money in school.
A school can have 1.2 million in its own bank account, gotten there by the department. Yes. But that budget has got conditions that so much percentage in this money you can use for that. So much percentage you can use for that. so much percentage you can use for that. So you cannot go outside of that box that they have drawn for you. For example, at school, you can say, during this COVID-19, there was money for nutrition.
Nutrition budget.
You see, there's a nutrition budget that was supposed to be utilized. But that nutrition budget, you cannot say, I'm going to take that nutrition budget and buy calculators for the kids. According to the policies of the government, that is corruption. Because they've breached a police. So you are not allowed to be creative around that budget. You are not allowed to be logical around that budget. You are only allowed to follow the rules as they have been given to you. Second, I said it's funding. And even that funding is underfunding, because if that money could be utilized, still it would not be enough for the operation of the school for the whole year. The second one, bought things that they're not gifted in. We cannot run away from the fact that there are kids who are good in maths and science, but they fail LO, Xhosa, in English. Where are they going to go? They are rejects because they cannot multitask in terms of language and also numbers. They're only gifted in terms of numbers. So what has happened when they reach grade 12? They fail. You pass maths with a B, you pass science with a B, and then you fail Xhosa, you fail English, you fail LO, and then you fail another thing that has got to do with more words and talking and understanding than counting. Then, where are you going to go? You are failing. But you are a mathematician. By the way, you are a scientist. By the way. Thirdly, the schooling environment itself, you know, the norm of the teacher speaks and the learners learn. You know, kids cannot always learn from a basis of being told. The problem with our education system is what? Less of practical activities and more of
telling
pure.
method. It uses telling method.
Yes.
And
less-
self-activity.
Yes. You see,
Self-discovery method.
Niyaniphazamisa.
Sorry.
There's that problem, that there's more. You give them accounting, they pass it. You give them a magunya to sell, they can't make that money. You give them flour, you give them yeast, you give them, okay, go and sell a magunya. You're a very good business person, you do accounting, you do economics, now magunya, go and sell. They won't see the vision behind. They won't see that money grow from 1 bag of flour to 3 bags of flour, from 50 magunya a day to 300 magunya a day. They don't see that, but they're in economics and accounting. You see, they don't have the vision for what they're learning. So it means that they're just being bombarded with knowledge without knowing what is the importance of the subject itself and having the intrinsic interest in that particular subject. You see, now the problem is that we are more concerned with the reforms. That's another problem. Let me make an example. Prior 1994, the education system was completely different. Because most had to learn in Afrikaans, the subject maybe that were not offered due to the apartheid system and all that, you see. Now, the education system has changed. But the question is the reason for educating people, has it changed? No, the education system, as the apartheid system, is there to create a labor force. You see? So the education system has not changed. It's the reforms that were made in the education system. Then we thought that the education system has changed. It has not changed at all, because it creates the very same thing that was created by the education system of the apartheid government. Labor force, rejects, drug dealers, prostitutes, like it was before. It's still the same thing. The society is still the same. It has not changed, but the education has changed. Remember, education is supposed to change the society itself. If it's an education for change, you cannot educate people and say you want to change the society, but they become the very same society that you seek and you say you want to change. So that is the problem. Now, what is okay, let's say in the topic of decolonization, there's an issue about language. Let me make an example about language. Why are we learning in English? Because we cannot perform as white people when we're learning in English. But if that content could be made into a Xhosa, we would learn better and understand the content better. That is our own thinking. that no, we need, at least the language must change. If you change that language in this particular setup of this neoliberal democracy that exists, one, you are going to change the language, but you are not going to change the content. The language is going to be the same, but the content,
The language is going to be different.
the language is different, but the content is still the same.
Yes.
Secondly, you are going to give people a chance to learn in isiXhosa which industry operates in that language.
As the education
They are
system
going to be
prepares you
graduates.
for
Let's say
labor
they even
force.
go to university and graduate as engineers that can count in isiXhosa, engineering in isiXhosa, which now industry is owned by Xhosa people who are using that language in their own industry. None. So it means that we just want reforms. You know, you cannot have a decolonial education system under a colonial setup of government, because that government is having a curriculum that supports its own needs. You see, so you cannot say I'm going to change the curriculum and make it a decolonial education system in a colonial country. So we must.
South Africa is a colonial country.
Yes, it is colonized. So you cannot change.
Is or was?
Is. You cannot change. You cannot change, bruh. You cannot wish to build a society of saints in a country of sinners.
Okay.
The youth and from history, from all the strife that have happened into history, from the Human Rights Day to June 16, the African people were not looking for reforms. They were looking for a different government with different motives and different goals than the government that we have today. The children of 1976 did not fight just for the sake of Africans, because they understood that we may change Africans as a subject, but the content is going to remain the same. Hence why even in their billboards, when you see during that day, those photos, they were saying Africa for Africans.
Yeah.
Because their role was to crash the system and build a society where it is going to be fair for everyone to live in. It means that our own intentions, directly or indirectly, are to destroy the society as we know it and build a new society. Because it is in a new society that we're going to be able to have a new education system. You cannot want to build something new and different. What do you think capital is going to do when you teach kids that it is good to own land? Whilst they want them to remain without knowledge that land is important. The system will never teach you that kids must own land, that kids must produce, like the white farmers do. It won't. So change the system, then everything will be fine.
Or create a new system.
Create a new system. Don't make reforms. Because the apartheid was not destroyed, it was reformed from racism to classism.
A newly formed
A newly formed system of classism.
That is
Now
what-
people
that is
are
what
being
it is.
differentiated in terms of class, not in terms of color. You cannot go to school because you don't have money. Back then you would not go to vets because you are black. But now you cannot go because you don't have money. You may have the right to go to vets, but you have the money to go there. And who in this country does not have the money? It's the Africans.
But education primarily, I do not think education should have ever been, or any other time. I don't think it should primarily be about people getting the skills to work. I think education primarily should be about the adaptation, the advancement of whoever is getting educated. So the advancement can be social, can be cultural, can be economic, can be spiritual. So I'm saying for me, I think the challenge is because the interface between the theory and the practice, because izinto ezininzi zingasebenzi for black people, asina ideological commitment okokuqala as into e-advancer akuyo. Uzawufika abantu bezicela ucela ukuba ndingumvenda, ndingumxhosa, ndingumxesibe, ndingumthembu, ndimpondomise, ndilihlubi. And yet when a system is oppressor not because ungumhlobo okanye umzulu, because you are black. Senjo, for a lack of a better word, you're African. Senjo, hey, it's time maybe to create new ways of thinking, one, new ways of doing things, two, but new ways not of being.
So my interest was in the how part. Chris, it just came with an innovation. We can see that the gift that is bestowed to and with the minds, or with the fact that we are able to see the dangers of the education that he might be like exposed to. So as an example, UNEPO could be one of the initiatives, or the innovations that we put through. When you just mentioned earlier on that you are allowed, if you see that your child is a skill, you are allowed to register your child with the Department of Education to pursue music as a subject. So now I think those are the things that we need to focus on. What are these innovations that we are, because nigga, we can never run away from the fact that in the overseas our change system by being radical is not going to help. It can never help. We tried it in 1976, we're still here. You understand, it will have an impact, but it will not have the impact that we are looking for. So what can we do in order to achieve what we are looking for? Is to first innovate. This is an idea, but we can do a live show. Yeah. We can finance a show as here. Sit my daughter. I have money. I can put in money. Invest in Landwana. So that Landwana won't need to go to education. In lifestyle as a DP at 7 years of age, it won't need and that's innovation. And when UNEPO is able to make $1 million at 6, I'm making an example. How many 6-year-olds would want to look like UNEPO?
For instance,
I know it's a
very fair thing.
it's huge.
Just something which is very about. Look what about is more about the artist. As in any lives, you have to project, you have to teachers. Then there's in your teacher, theory, like in yabo, akakwazi ungena emculweni yabo theory yabona ke problem yipi ungayi efuna ukulerisha nje ungayi musician efundileyo ufunda music, but that doesn't mean you can teach music. So yinto yenzeka ke ngoku akuthathwe a best umuntu ufunde njani music njani uyacula yena ugood uyazitshela kwa ukuthi make teach music. Kaloku to teach you have to be a teacher. Yes, not an artist. Then you cannot just tell you because there are principles of learning and teaching. There are ways of approach. There's psychology, there's educational psychology. So you know there are methods. So now ngezinye nje izinto wena kule mithetho yokumqesho kwezinto ufumanise kuba ukuthi zibarongo ne.
Yeah, leader, that was episode yanamhlanje. Yabo as an drone ihleli nebrazi apha. Yabo sizamuvelela yonke imiba ngenkalo ngalo ungakumbe licala la kwa education. Yabo ba iseva njani nto yabo. Ndiyavuya kakhulu man. Kalamandwendwe sinawo namhlanje. In fact ke ngaba in house asomamandwendwe. Yabulela kakhulu Grootmans. Moja.
Claudia.
Cela ucofa ibell, ucofa like, ungalibali ucofa subscribe, ucommente please.